Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. I woke up this morning in Sydney, Australia and was very excited to see this new family of models from GLM. GLM models are the ones which I have been covering for a long time, and I couldn't really wait to try out this family, so I already have published this video with GLM-4 Z1 rumination model, which I believe is quite a different model that thinks hard and long. So if you're interested in checking out this thinking model which does a lot of profound thinking, check this one out. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to cover this smaller 9 billion model. This new GLM family introduces three powerful 32 billion parameter open source models. There is one base model, and then there is one which is for general task, and then the one with rumination, which I just showed you, that is for deep reasoning and logic. And then we have this 9 billion model that complements these models as a surprisingly capable and efficient lightweight alternative. Despite its smaller size at 9 billion, it utilizes the same advanced training strategies as its larger siblings in the family, resulting in strong mathematical reasoning and general language performance. GLM 9 billion stands out among open source models in its class, offering an ideal blend of effectiveness and resource efficiency as per the benchmarks which they have shared on the Hugging Face card. But let's not believe these benchmarks blindly. Let's try to get this thing installed and then we will see how it works. Now before I do that, I just wanted to show you my config. So this is my Ubuntu system and this is my GPU card, NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. That's been sponsored by Massed Compute. If you're also looking to rent a GPU or VM on very affordable prices, you can find the link to their website in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. The tool which I'm going to use for this is Text Generation Web UI. And if you don't know what that is, please search my channel. I have done heaps of videos on it. So just search with Text Generation Web UI or Uba Booga. You should be able to find heaps of videos on it. It's very simple. Okay, so something like that. Okay, so Uba Booga. Sorry, I keep forgetting the spelling. There you go. So you can just watch this video and get it installed. It's very straightforward. I already have that installed. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to download this model with Hugging Face CLI, which I should already have it. If you don't have it, just do pip install Hugging Face underscore hub. That's all you need to do. Also make sure that you have torch and transformers installed. I have both of these installed, the latest version, so I am good to go. So what I'm going to go here, I'm just going to create a new directory called as GLM 9 billion, and then by using Hugging Face CLI, I'm going to download that model. So I'm just going to give it the models repo from Hugging Face and then the local directory which we just created, and it is going to download the model. There are 4 shards of it, so let's wait for it. And by the way, as a backend engine, I'm just going to use the standard VLLM, which is going to serve with Text Generation Web UI. And as I said, if you don't know what that means, simply just search that Text Generation Web UI video and you should be able to watch it. And if you want to learn more about VLLM, feel free to check out search it on the channel. While it downloads the model, which is almost done, let me quickly introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Camel AI. So Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. And I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Okay, while we were talking, the model has been downloaded, and then let me launch this Text Generation Web UI, which is going to serve the model for us. And it just simply starts it at our local host with the Gradio port of 7860, as you can see here. So let me access it in my browser. It is running. The first step, let's load the model. So I'm just going to, okay, so it is all 9 billion is already there. The GLM-4 is other one which we'll used earlier. So I'm just going to click on load, and then it is going to load it here. So let's wait. There you go. It's loaded. Let's go to chat. I'm just going to go with the new chat here. Let's shrink it, and now let's try to check out this model. Okay, let's do first the alien poetry critic question. So I'm asking the model that you're a poetry critic from the Andromeda galaxy reviewing the latest controversial poetry collection written by humans titled Why Stars Hate Tuesdays. Write a witty yet insightful review. There you go. So it's a thinking model. It is trying to understand what exactly uh, we are asking. So thinking is done, but what it says, okay, the user wants me to act as a poetry critic from this, need to balance wit and insight. Let's start, highlight, end with this. Okay, that's fine, but where is the rest of the answer? I don't see it. Okay, let's try to set some of the parameters here. And before setting the parameters, I'm just going to ask it that, but where is the review? I asked you to write a review. Let's see. It says, oh, my mistake. Here is a full, there you go. Now it is better. And then it has given us answer, and then it is thinking. There you go, see, it is just going through that and thinking about it. Pretty interesting. So it is slicing and dicing its own response. That's what it did, acknowledging the mistake. Okay, so, and then it just ends up here. That's fine. But I think it did the reviews. If I just go up, if you look at this, I think it's quite good. You see, the later poems did this, human fragility, but one might wish for a more seamless integration of its cosmic themes with the human experience. So it has even given it a rating. Nice. Okay, let's try out a few more. Okay, now before proceeding to the next test, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click on these parameters, and then I'm setting this temperature to 0.6, top P to 0.95, and top K to 40 as per their model card, just to see if it makes much difference to the responses. And now let's run this. I already have saved it, by the way. And also I'm adding just this think tag before my prompt. So I'm asking it, birds have wings, they say, but of course they have no way of verifying this. If you were a bird, how would you verify this? So there you go. So it has started the thinking, which is good. I will let it run to see what is happening. Meanwhile, let's also check the VRAM consumption in real time. So it is consuming around 18.7 gig of VRAM. Not bad for a 9 billion parameter thinking model. There you go. So thinking is done. So this is a bit interesting that it just thinks, doesn't give the answer. Okay, I'll just ask it. I'll say, okay, so what is your response after thinking? So they're just talking, checking this one. So I think this is where they're struggling a bit. The thinking is quite good, no doubt about that. But I think it just gives the answer within the thinking. So that is what I thought maybe it will give the answer after thinking. So you see, it is just going about. It's not really recognizing that I'm asking about the previous question. You see, and then there's a max token limit of max new tokens. But anyway, so I'll just create a new chat and then I will rephrase my question. So what I'm asking here is that this is the prompt, and then make sure that you respond to this question after you finish thinking. Let's see. So thinking is being done, and let's wait for the thinking to finish. I will let it run so that you would see, yep, it's not falling there. It is giving me the answer, but that is within the thinking, and the answer is, I would say, quite probabilistic. Anyway, let's try out a math one. So I'm just going to open a new chat, and then in this new chat, maybe we'll refresh it to see if that makes any difference. and new chat is there. Is model loaded? Oh, it's ready. Yeah, 9 billion is ready, so let's try it out. Now in this one again, I'm giving it a math question. So I'm just asking it to give me an extended Euclidean algo. Let's see. So it is thinking, and I have very clearly explicitly told this to give me the final answer after you finish thinking. So thinking, which is it is showing, it's really very good quality, no doubt about that. And it is following the iterative approach. So far so good. It is understanding my request. It is waiting for my instructions. Yes, so the answer should be code and explanation. Very nice. And now it is testing the iterative approach. And as per their model card, it is quite a good math and coding reasoning model. So I think it is living up to its name. For the general task, I don't think so it's good enough. I think the other one, the remuneration one, which we saw, was really exceptional. But this one looks much better in terms of math and coding, as you can see here. So it is just giving us the draft of the code. Looks really good. So make sure you also set these parameters and then format your prompt template like that. So there you go. So it is talking about final answer now. Thinking is done, and now it is giving me the answer. Perfect. So you see, even in the real world, you have to tinker with these things. First, I thought I'll edit this, but I'm just going to show you so that you would know that it's everyone's struggle, that you have to change these things. You have to tinker a lot with these things to get it right. So AI is not still at that level. There you go. So final answer is there, which is correct. But in just the way these thinking models work, they self-reflect, they go back to check what they have done. It is checking, it is verifying, and now it is talking that okay, maybe it is going to write the Python code, which it is doing pretty nicely. I'm very impressed by the model. So when it works well, it works really, really well. There you go. So the final answer is correct. And now it is just again checking and checking and checking, even if it has given me the final answer. And that is one thing with these reasoning, deep thinking models, that they just generate a lot of tokens. I mean, even if it has given us the right answer, but because just this is the nature of these GLM-Z1 series, where it does this deep, long thinking, and it is not really going in circles. It is not hallucinating or anything. It is actually doing the real work. But I think, as I said in my earlier video, that it is really best suited for deep research and that sort of thing, or complex problems. You see, it is just generating an example. It is testing it with an example of its own. There you go. So look, I will let it run. I think you got the idea. So real good with math and coding, but not so for the general task. For general task, I would say go with this GLM-Z1, which I showed you earlier. That's it. Let me know what do you think about this new series. I am very impressed by it. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network, as it helps. Thank you for watching.